something wrong with me, I keep getting in my own way. Pressure is pushing me to give in and be lonely, but I don't really wanna be content with misery. The apathy that's seeping in is slowly killing me. Cause I don't wanna be here, I don't wanna be stuck doing the same damn thing and never giving a fuck. I don't wanna give in to the voice telling me that I will always be the same and I will never break. Wake up, everything goes so wrong. I'm singing the same song I was singing this time last year. So far, shit's been getting so hard. Maxing out my damn car, trying to get a day of rest here. I'm still hoping that I'll wake up golden, got my mindset focused on a future that is brighter. Last year, I was sitting right here, swearing off the same fears, keeping me from my desires. I'm trying to catch up to the world, but I'm just losing time. It's changing faster than I'd ever hope to heal my mind. Apocalypses, no consensus has me stressing out. Cause every year we never change despite our future's doubt. Cause I don't wanna be here, I don't wanna be stuck doing the same damn thing and never giving a fuck. I don't wanna give in to the powers that be. I wanna make a fucking change for something bigger than me. Wake up, everything goes so wrong. I'm singing the same song I was singing this time last year. So far, shit's been getting so hard. Maxing out my damn car, trying to get a day of rest here. I'm still hoping that I'll wake up golden, got my mindset focused on a future that is brighter. Last year, I was sitting right here, swearing off the same fears, keeping me from my desires. Wake up, everything goes so wrong. I'm singing the same song I was singing this time last year. So far, shit's been getting so hard. Maxing out my damn car, trying to get a day of rest here. I'm still hoping that I'll wake up golden, got my mindset focused on a future that is brighter. Last year, I was sitting right here, swearing off the same fears, keeping me from my desires. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another stream. It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Tomorrow's Friday. You've almost made it through the week, so congrats. I know it might have been tough. I know you might have had your doubts, but you damn near done it at this point. Hang tough. Hey, maybe you're having a great week, and if that's the case, I'm happy for you. Friday's just around the corner, and it'll be a great weekend, hopefully. But we got some more Yakuza to play. We got a battle to the death waiting to ensue. So let's just jump right in and get to the game. Get to the action. Damn, they got a fire. Thank you. They doing some work on the water, the plumbing at my apartment this weekend. I'm hoping that it's only a one-day thing. You know, resolve it by tomorrow and move on, because that's gonna suck if it's a protracted thing. But hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, it's all good, you know? Also, now that I stopped streaming on TikTok for the time being, and, you know, knock on wood again, hopefully the stream won't kaput on us. I don't really know. It's really, since they updated, it's just streaming to TikTok has been like too burdensome for Streamlabs for whatever reason, which kind of sucks. I don't know what they did with that update, but whatever it was made the app run much less efficiently. All right, which one? Okay. Here we go. I take it you're ready to enter the Coliseum? I'm ready. I'm broke? Wait, do I need a minimum amount of money? Okay, I guess not. I'm broke. I'm broke, dog. I can't fight to the death. I'm broke. I feel like when you're broke is when you're most likely to end up in a fight to the death. I'm just saying.
羽室町地下闘技場トーナメント、ここで優勝者のエキシビションデスマッチを行います。
The exhibition death match. Are all the matches here death matches, or is it just something special for me?
青コーナーより挑戦者冴島大河の入場です。25年前たった一人で敵対する組織に立ち向かい18人もの極道者をこの世から消し去った伝説のヒットマン、裏切りと復讐の脱獄衆冴島大河。
I really love the character design of Saejima. Like, his facial features are so soft. Like, the man looks tired. The man looks tired of all this bullshit, you know? Ibrahimovic. Isn't that like the last name of a really big soccer player or footballer? My girlfriend and I have been trying to say football and footballer because that's what the rest of the world says. Trying to get into that habit. No draws, no mercy. Alright, let's go. Ivan Ibrahimovic. You're going down, buddy. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Wait. Hold on. Why is my health starting out so low? What the fuck? Hold up. I gotta lock the fuck in then. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Damn, what the fuck? Ah, shit. Damn. Damn. Damn it. Damn, damn. Damn, come on. Oh, it's game with the broke thugs again. Yeah. Welcome back, Pocket Man. Hope you're having a good one. Nice to see ya. Come on, bro. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we're playing some more Yakuza. I do actually have a game I'm gonna mix in between the next game in the series, because I gotta set up an emulator and test an emulator. So while I do that to make sure the next game will actually work, I found this really funny looking indie game that I'm excited to play. It's called Piku Niku. I love this scene. Oh my god, I got here at the perfect time. Hey, I'm glad you got here in time then. Gang's all here. Let's be honest, 20 bucks in their pocket for 5 guys, not even enough for proper beer. Yeah, for sure. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have my doubts that he's gonna go through with it, but I don't know. This is very interesting because this does have pretty massive implications on him as a character, what he decides right here. Is he a changed man, or does he still do what he's told? You know? No matter what it is. Aha! I was hoping. My guy. He is a changed man. Absolutely gagged.
こん中でほんまに人殺した奴がおるんかこら。ええか、教えといたるわ。人を殺すっちゅうんはな、人を殺すっちゅうんはな、ごっつ怖いもんなんじゃ。
It's kind of funny. Right before this, I made a comment about how Saejima, his character design, you can see in his face how weathered and weary he is from this kind of stuff. I had no idea this was going in this direction, though. Mm.
申し訳ないとか、そんなんは当然思う。せやけどな、そんなもんちゃうね。人を殺したらな、殺した人間は恐怖から逃げられへんね。毎日怖い思いせなあかんね。 どんなに苦しいことかお前らにわかるか。くだらんこんな勝負は。俺は降りる。
Saejima. All right, I'm officially fully won over by Saejima. That's a great scene, yeah. I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to go in that direction. I think because we've done so many of these Coliseum fights, maybe. Hey, old man approves. Damn. Yeah. True. Oh, You were talking about the florist, not me. I thought you were calling me the old man. I had a feeling you were just another psychopath. Nah. I feel old some days. But definitely not yet. The hell does that mean? If you had killed Ivan, I would have denied your request. Damn, bro's playing mind games for real, for real. He wanted to see if he was changed too, huh? Excuse me? People come here to see blood, but letting my prize fighters murder each other would be bad business. I'm 27 and got cracky knees and back pains. I know the feeling. Yeah, I'm finna turn 30 this summer. It kills me. Yeah, it's scary. I feel like 30 is like such a massive milestone. And even though I know it's not like old, it's hard to feel young once you turn 30, I feel like. No, for sure, for sure. I'm not actually old. I I fully agree. People are savage though. I thought you were roasting me a little. It's old when you get to 60, true. And even then, I feel like it kind of depends. Like I've seen some people at 60 who are spry as hell and they are living life. I feel like old is more here than it is physical. Actually, I can't remember where. I'll have to try to find the source. I also have a drinking problem. Hey, I got a smoking problem. You got a drinking problem. We all got our vices. But tea and coffee problem. Yes, definitely. um but I was reading in a lot of Asian countries where the perception culturally is that old folks are perceived to be more active and independent than they are in countries like the US, for example. Older folks tend to have better outcomes and quality of life, and there's a study that was suggesting that maybe these social perceptions actually do impact the way people age, and that in a society where in the US it's like you hit a certain age, it's like off to the old folks home, you can't take care of yourself. That perception plays into the care that people take for themselves and whatnot, and so they get old faster in a country like the US versus a country where it's more perceived that old folks are active and involved in the community. So yeah, old is up here. Old is up here for sure. My point is that old is up here. Oh, that's actually true. Old people should be allowed to do what they want to do. Absolutely, yeah. And it seems like there's research emerging that supports that now by themselves. Yeah, totally. Because I think that there's a tendency, especially in the U.S. and in countries like it, people have a tendency to kind of infantilize old people, and that just doesn't help anything. A lot of new gen psychs are already shifting their practices. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I mean, hey, we're gonna benefit from that someday, so it's good to hear. I'm glad that people are improving quality of life in old age, because that's like one of my biggest fears is like being just really decrepit and unable to do what I want to do when I get old. I think about that a lot, and like lately I've been like really wanting to start working out again because I want to like maintain my physical shape as I get older. I'm relieved to see there's some humanity left in you. Get to the point. I'll tell you what you want to know. Where Sasai is. Some even being very proactive, pro-life, if you get what I mean. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure. I have a friend who shared a couple died on bed being too excited. Oh, I mean, what a way to go. I can only imagine that's. Did they both pass simultaneously? That's kind of amazing. That's. I mean, what a way to go. in bliss with the person you love, you know? That's what's up. That's honestly how I want to go. One night. That's wild. I mean, hey, that's a great way to go. Good for them. the the death match back at the Underground Coliseum, it was a test. What's that supposed to mean? I wanted to see how you'd act under those circumstances. I hope you don't hold it against me, but it was necessary. Relax. Ivan will survive. He'll be back in the ring in a week at most. But for now, he's in the hospital. That was quite a beating you gave him. Least I know he's alright. Now, as for the request about your patriarch's fate, following that incident 25 years ago. After Sasai stepped down in 1985, the Uenesewa clan put a hit on him, forcing him to go into hiding. Several months later, someone brought him down here to Purgatory, but he was barely clinging to life. He's been living on the streets since then. What? You telling me the Sasai-san's still alive? Yeah. It was all we could do to keep him from dying. He's homeless now, but he's still in Kamurocho. I see. That said, what? He's probably, how shall I say, not the man you remember. Huh? I'll have him brought over right now. Here? Yeah, that's right. Bring him in. Interesting. Also, these two dudes both I gave gravelly voices. It's so hard differentiating / switching between them. I really shot myself in the foot there. That's him? How do you know who brought Sasai down here? Do you know who brought Sasai down here half dead a quarter century ago? It was Goro Majima. What? I can only assume Majima was trying to protect Sasai from the Ueno-Sewa clan after you were gone. Sasai-san. Damn. That's really sad. Oh shit. No. Had some time to take it all in? Yeah, I owe you one. Thanks for letting me see him again. A deal's a deal. So what will you do now? There's one more thing I gotta find out. You mean Majima? Yeah. I gotta know what really happened back in 85. I want to hear it straight from his mouth. Have I spent half my life behind bars for nothing? I can't go out without knowing. That reminds me. You broke yourself out of prison, right? It would seem the police are hot on your trail. Heard they got wind of you being sighted in Kamurocho. City's crawling with cops right now. Shit. You better lay low till things calm down. You still have that hideout, don't you? Yep. Then wait it out there for a while.
You should be safe from the police as long as you stay underground. You look big enough to handle a manhole cover. Use those to access the sewers and you'll be able to move freely. Right outside here, there's an entrance to an underground passage. It'll take you to one of Kamurocho's manholes. I suggest using those manholes whenever you find them. They'll help you get back to your hideout undetected. Gotcha. Thanks.
Ooh. This is an interesting song. By the way, get a head pad for those headphones. They look uncomfy. Really? They're pretty comfortable. They got like a decent sized squishers, but or a strap. But yeah, I think I probably do need to get some new pads for the ears because they're a little old. They're not as fluffy as they used to be, but they're not too bad. They're the HD, not the cuffs. Oh, up here. Honestly, I've never really had an issue with that, but it could be worth looking into. If anything, I usually get the fatigue on my ears from just the squeezing. Because I got a big ass head. So everything fits on my head kind of tight, even if it does fit correctly, you know? But I'll have to look into the strap. I haven't really heard about, I know pads, but I don't know about, hold on. Maybe I'm just thinking of the wrong thing and confusing myself. Headphone strap. Oh, you can stretch them out with a few books between them. It's not a bad idea. Oh, it is just a... What's that? Headset strap. Interesting. Huh. You know, I've seen headphones have these, but I've never understood how they work. Interesting. I'll have to look more into the headphone straps. That's interesting. But yeah, I think that's definitely a worthy upgrade at some point, but I think I just got other things that I want to put my money into for the time being. Like more lenses. I want to get mics, like lab mics, so I can do more running gun stuff. Like more baking videos and do like puzzle stuff and even like IRL stuff. But at some point it would definitely probably be a good investment to upgrade my headphones. Yeah. I did a little bit of a test a few streams ago now, but not just a couple weeks ago now, where I made edibles on stream, and that was pretty fun. Call me in Discord so I can help out. That would be fun, yeah. But yeah, oh, right. Going to Smileburger IRL. Kazuma Kiryu did a heat action on me. Yeah, it's a great title. If we ever get to go to... That's in Chicago, actually. It's not that unlikely. If I ever get to there, though, I'll definitely have to make that the title. But yeah, just stuff like that. There's also a really nice tea house that I went to last year on my birthday. And going there and being able to, like, film the session and stream it, I thought would be really cool. Stuff like that. There's a lot of, like, I'm fairly close to LA, so there's a ton of cool stuff that, like, I could travel to live stream. I just watched you fight. It was impressive. Impressive how you withstood all that pain. I was moved. Who the hell are you? Oh, sorry. My name's Sadachi. I run a dojo in the neighborhood. Well, what do you want with me? Damn, you make me want to have tea right now. That's valid. It's always a good time to have tea.
To tell you the truth, I was hoping you could help me with something. Help you? Yes. But let's talk at my dojo. That way you can see it for yourself. It's really close by. Do you have a little time to spare? Yeah, sure, why not? Watch this dude being undercover fed. Fine, but make it quick. Great! Woohoo! Just follow me and we'll be there in a jiffy. This doesn't look like any dojo I've ever been in. It's with all the weights. Hey, this place ain't bad. I knew you'd think so. I put all my hard-earned savings into making it this way. It's always been a dream to run my own dojo. Impressive, but there ain't no one here. That's the problem. The truth is that I only have one apprentice at the moment. One? That ain't enough to wash the floor. Exactly. It's a good location though, and there were a good number of apprentices at first, but everyone quit within days. It's probably my fault because I'm no good. No good? Yeah. The truth is, I'm a terrible fighter. I've never even won a single fight, not even once. Huh? So how the hell do you train your apprentices? With my theory on fighting. Theory on fighting? That's right. For years I've been conducting thorough research on how to become a stronger fighter and defeat my opponents. Nobody can beat me when it comes to theory. I've come this far just by believing. In my theory, as long as I follow it, I know I can train a great apprentice, even if I myself am weak. Fuck. Okay. I, I love that that's the first thing I saw when I bring stream back up online. All right, we should be good now. I don't know. I wish I had the technical understanding to like dig into the code and the deeper whatnot of why it's acting like this, but ever since it updated last week, Stream Elements will run fine for a bit, and then it'll just crash completely on me, and my bandwidth will just like disappear, and I have to restart it, and then it'll be fine after that, and I can stream for like hours on end, no problem. I think if I had to guess, they updated it maybe to work with the new GPUs that came out this year, finally, and something about that update has caused issues with my old ass GPU. So hopefully they'll either patch it, or in a couple weeks when I get a new GPU, that'll fix it. But I think for the time being, that's just gonna kind of randomly happen at the beginning of streams, which sucks. But it is what it is. We're gonna make do, you know? Alright, anyway, let's get back to the game. Sorry about that, everyone. But it turns out no apprentice will trust a weak teacher. I've done my best to follow my dream of training a champion, but to no avail. I see. I bet it's hard having your dreams crushed after building such a fine dojo. Yeah, that's why I've asked you here today, Saejima-san. Would you work with me to help train my apprentices? Me? Yes! After watching you fight at the Underground Coliseum, I knew you were the one I've been looking for. You're not only a great fighter, but you also show compassion even to your opponents.
I'm sure apprentices will look up to you. Of course, I'll support you as best I can. Please, please, Saejima-san. I can't give up now.
Sure. Fine. I'm making no promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. You won't regret it. And now, Saejima-san, I formally welcome you to Sodachi Dojo. Hey, Sensei! Oh, Hide-chan! Perfect timing! Please let me introduce you to Hideo Sugiyama-kun. Hide-chan is my dojo's one and only apprentice. Hide-chan, this is Saejima-san. He'll be teaching here for a while. He's an amazing fighter, and when I say amazing, I mean out of this world amazing. Oh, that's great. Nice to meet you. I'm Hideo Sugiyama. But you can call me Hideo. Looking forward to being your first student.
Nice to meet you.
Now, how about we get to training? Get to training right away. Our goal is to make Hide-chan the champion of the rookie tournament. How are they black belts then? Yeah, genuinely. Also, actually, I was connecting some dots here. If he was in the underground, right, and saw Saejima fight, that means this dude is like rich, like fuck you rich. So I think he's just a rich boy who's like living out his little cosplay fantasy of a martial artist. If I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Rookie tournament. The hell's that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't explain that yet, did I? Yep, same thought. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength then. The Coliseum holds regular tournaments that are only open to rookie fighters, with the purpose of finding the next star fighter. Winning the tournament will earn you recognition as a full-fledged fighter, and the opportunity to enter other tournaments in the Coliseum. Underground Coliseum fighters are the true cream of the crop. Since the rookie tournament is full of rookies who hope to become Underground Coliseum fighters someday, the fights are always fierce.
Huh. They didn't have that when I fought.
I heard you were specially nominated. People with astounding strength and a good record are nominated and gain immediate entry. By the way, if you win the rookie tournament, both the fighter and the dojo receive prize money. If I had the money, I'm sure I'd be able to renovate this dojo up quite nicely.
I get it. Like killing two birds with one stone, right?
Exactly. Well, that's enough explaining. Let's get to work. Looking forward to training with you, Saejima-sensei. Yeah, sure. Send him into the Coliseum and have him go against the D of D. Yeah, that'll go amazing. Yeah. That will be a battle to the death. Just one clean uppercut or cross, and then the kid's just comatose forever. Oh no. You'll be in charge of arranging the training menu. The menu has 4 regular slots and 1 special slot. These 5 slots equal 1 turn. I'll choose the special slot for now. You'll be in charge of selecting the regular slots. After you're done, press begin to begin training. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it once we get started. Okay, let's do it. Train your apprentices and have them win the tournament within 50 turns. Sooner they win, the better the prize. Okay, interesting. You can earn the most prize money by having your apprentice win within 15 turns. After that, the amount will start to decrease every 5 turns. Interesting. Train your apprentices efficiently so they are able to win in as few turns as possible. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, let me... One sec. I want to just repin my, the charity link. There we go. Hostess maker, but actually decent. Low key, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, honestly. Alright, I want strength, and then we got one more. Let's see. Max stamina might be good. Speed could also be good. Oh, there's actually quite a bit to this. I think I'm gonna go with dash. And then, right, okay. So begin. Let's see how this does. Yeah, I have stream elements. It's worked great for me until like a week ago when it updated. And then I've had these issues with crashing ever since. Yeah. It's disappointing because I even had to stop multi-streaming to TikTok because I normally multi-stream Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, but just to stop the crashes, I've had to drop TikTok. But it's not that big a deal. I hope, I hope getting a new GPU will fix it. But what are you gonna do? I'll figure it out eventually, one way or the other. I got an old ass GPU. It's like a 2060, so I think that's probably where my bottleneck is. That's causing a lot of my issues.
According to Sadachi's plan, it's time for a meeting with you. But I ain't the meeting type. How's about we do this over drinks?
Okay, I'd love to. Sounds great. You can talk over drinks to develop a relationship of trust. This is the fundamental principle of my theory of fighting.
Right. Let's go, Hideo.
Of course. Huh? What about me?
Huh? What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about me. Have a good time.
A nice cold beer is the best, especially after a hard day of training.
Yeah. They don't fuck with that dude. They know he's a hack.
Got that right. So tell me, why'd you decide to start fighting?
The reason I started, well, it's not a very noble reason, but
Just tell me already.
I did it to get a girl that I like to notice me.
That's a choice.
What are you talking about?
There's this girl named Mayaka-chan that I've had a crush on for a while. She's really cute and sweet. If possible, I'd like to make her my girlfriend, but I'm not very special, and I lack confidence. She's sure to say no, even if I could ask her.
Huh. So you wanted to get stronger to gain confidence in yourself.
Well, that's a little different now, isn't it?
Exactly. I wanted to become a man that's worthy to be by her side. I started fighting to gain the confidence to ask her out. It's an impure reason, right?
I wouldn't say that. Because, like, maybe your motivation was pursuing this relationship, but ultimately your goal is to become more confident. And that's super valid.
No, it ain't impure. It's actually a real good reason. Becoming a better person to achieve a goal is a respectable attitude, even if it's for a girl.
Exactly.
Saejima-san, thank you. I actually felt really guilty about that for the longest time. I feel better now, though.
Well, looks like he's a bit more motivated.
Welcome back. Did you have a good time? It's important to develop trust, so make sure to take your apprentice out for drinks again sometime.
Yeah, buddy.
The greater the trust, the more the apprentice listens to you, meaning the more efficient training. Try building a good relationship with Hide-chan.
Yeah. His mood. His trust seems pretty good, I guess. I don't know.
That's it for today. I gotta tell you, teaching's a lot harder than
Oh, that's it for today. I gotta tell you, teaching's a lot harder than I expected.
No worries, you'll get the hang of it in no time. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Wait, who the fuck is that? That's not Hide. Who's that sleeping over there? He another one of your apprentices?
Oh, that's Fukushi Ochiai-kun. Ochiai-kun. He doesn't pay the monthly fee, so he isn't an apprentice. Seems that he just likes it here. He comes by to take naps during the afternoon. It's a little strange. But don't worry about him, okay? He isn't a bad guy, but he's definitely not a nice guy either.
Fukushi Ochai, huh? I wonder what he wants.
Well, enough about that. Thank you very much for your time today.
He doesn't pay the monthly fee. Yeah, I think he's just homeless. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he shows up to like sleep and charge his phone. He even asks about like the laundry machine sometimes. I don't know, I think he just likes it here.
Come by to train apprentices whenever you want, just like you did today. We're always here at the dojo, so feel free to stop by anytime, please. Also, if there's anything you didn't understand, just read the Sodachi notebook on the bench over there. It'll explain everything.
Got it. All right, buddy. Oh, there we go. Thought I was stuck. Been out here a while now. Let's hustle back to the hideout without the coppers spotting me.
Oh, yes.
This is definitely my favorite track in the game so far. It's so dissonant and jazzy. It's exactly my vibe. Oh. And out. I feel like this game has one of the weaker soundtracks so far of the series, but I do really like this track. God damn, so many damn cops everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, lol, I didn't even see that dude. God damn. They are everywhere. I gotta come back and fight this guy at some point. Ooh. Get your gear. Oh, is the van guy around here? I'm selling gear. I figure, based on the whole get your gear thing. Actually, I think I need to go this way though. Funny enough. Oh, okay. Wait, aren't you? Hi, I'm Kamiyama. We met in Okinawa, remember? I was able to escape in all the chaos during your prison break. Wait, are they not after you or anything? I mean, compared to you, I'm a small fry, so nobody's coming after me. Still, thought I should be careful anyway, so I decided to stay here for the time being. I'm starting a business on the roof over there. My business is utilizing my expertise to mod equipment. I still gotta get things ready, but come by again soon. My little brother is in town too. He specializes in weapons. Maybe you should stop by and see him too. Oh, so they're related. That's why I confused them earlier. I think he set up shop in the far alley by West Park. They look so similar. Like, not the same, but close enough it messed me up a little bit. My dumbass, like, I can make that jump, and then I was like, wait, I can't even jump. I don't think it would have let me walk off the edge, but I was damn near about close to finding out. Oh, Sky Finance. Interesting. Looks like it's locked. Damn, I was hoping that they could meet. That would have been a very interesting, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen eventually. Ah. Going down, 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 down on your knees. Ooh, Barracuda. Okay. I feel like this is taking me on a bit of a wild goose chase, but we'll see, we'll see. Says we're going the right way. We'll see. I feel like there was a less convoluted way to do this, but you know me, I like to pick the hardest way to do anything. Oh shit, it's Fuzz. Alright, where am I going from here then? What the hell? This can't have been the easiest way to do this. Fuck it. It's called adventure. You know what? You're right. You're right. This is that premium adventure they keep talking about. Where am I going? Oh, okay. We're back on this. I was like, oh my god, okay. I wasn't expecting to be spat out back on the surface like that, I'm not gonna lie. They selling stuff? Who, the cop? In the sewers. Oh, maybe, yeah. Where am I going? Oh, shoot! There's a cop right there. Oh, fuck. Man, oh, fuck. Fuck. Whoops. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Okay. I done fucked up. I done fucked right up. Fucker, go faster. Oh boy. Well, we can see what the dude in the sewer is up to when we pass him. Again. I got so overzealous. I was like, finally, in the clear, just a little bit more. Of course, there's another cop just right there at the finish line. Damn. Don't make. Okay. Yep. Thanks, bud. Bop, 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 bop. Wrong way. Running to the place where I hide my face. I got no disgrace. Where the fuck am I going? There we go. Running around the town on the Grado. Running around the town on the Dado. Running around the town going halo. Running around the town so I can lay low. Trying to find a place on the colo. I'm running around the town so I lay low. Looking for the time gonna pay up. Trying to find the truth and a later. Trying to find a place where I can post up. Hoping that the day is gonna go for. Am I even going the right way? No. Give me a minute. Put it in Baby, down. No way to down. On the way us down. Moving. We grooving. Oh my god. What the fuck am I doing? Where the fuck am I going? Nobody knows. I just wanted to oh. Somebody gonna get me out of this mess. I got this phone. Oh. Where's that cop? Is the cop over this way? Can I sneak past him or not? Okay. Move, snitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, snitch. Oh, okay, good. I was worried I couldn't get around the cop there. Alright. Let's not fumble this at the finish line again. Alright. This is the guy you wanted to see if he was selling stuff? Hey, you feeling the soul too, man? I'm talking about the soul inside of you. The more you use your soul, the better your skills. The closer you'll be to becoming a true soul brother. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, soul brother. Oh, right, okay. Ba-da-da-da-da. There we go. Japan has hippies? In Yakuza, at least. I don't know in real life, seeing as I've never been there, but in Yakuza, yeah. Uh-oh. This dude looks so familiar. Oh, right. Whoa, down, boy. I didn't come looking for a fight. It's just when I came in to say hi, Gramps and his lame-ass friends jumped me, so I, you know. What do you want? The boss is asking for you. Word is you two were bros back in the day. Majima wants to meet. Says to stop by the office tomorrow night. Where? The Millennium Tower. You know, that eyesore scraping the sky like it's nobody's business. Fine. Knowing the boss, he's probably got some fucked up shit waiting for you on the top of the top floor. I'd come prepared if I was you. Hey. Sup? Give a message to Majima. He best have some damn good answers ready. If not, he's getting his shit kicked in. Think you can go all medieval on the boss, man? No dig, but he'll straight up kill you. See ya. Best grab some shut-eye before I settle the score tomorrow night. Guess so. Tonight's the showdown with old Majima. Kamurocho's still swarming with cops, Saijima-san. You can't risk moving above ground. If you're meeting with Minami at the Millennium Tower tonight, then maybe you should rest here until nightfall.
In the meantime, I'll go scope out the best route to get you there in one piece.
Much obliged.
Just let me know when you want to rest up. I'll stay put until then.
Guess I got some time till sundown.
Stock up with healing stuff? Exactly. My thoughts exactly. Because items... First of all, I gotta get rid of a bunch of this shit. Let me go in here, get rid of a bunch of this so I can have room for healing items.
Who's there?
Oh, fuck. Did I just activate it? I have a message from Tadakoro.
Alright, come in. This about work?
Suzuki-san, have you heard of the Dragon Palace?
You mean the undersea castle? Isn't that old-ass fairy tale?
Wait, how'd I lose that 200k? What 200k? Did I have 200k?
What of it?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Forget I said anything.
Now hold up. You screwing with me?
Perish the thought. It has to do with your assignment. I just wanted to make sure. Speaking of which, you'll be working as a bouncer at a certain facility. Money in game from the sugar. Oh, that was like two games ago in the series. We were playing Kiwami 2. That's the one that had the sugar daddy. This is 4. So this is 2 games later in the series. I see. Yeah, we are chugging through these games. I'm not like 100% in them either, so yeah, no worries. No worries. Speaking of which, you'll be working as a bouncer at a certain facility.
What kind?
My apologies. It's a touch illegal, so Tadakoro himself will give you the details once you get there. May I ask you to please proceed to the abandoned building on the Hotel District side of Park Boulevard. Can't miss it. Tadakoro will be waiting out front.
Gotcha. Park Boulevard.
Good lord.
Park Boulevard to the Hotel District side, yeah?
Yes. Head to the building behind the MEB Red Light District info kiosk. Please try not to get lost. Oh, and could I ask you to stay here, Tadashi-kun? This particular job site is no place for children. Aww.
Don't sweat it. You hold down the fort and keep an eye on the place for me, will ya?
Okay, I will. Be careful out there, big guy. Alright then, Suzuki-san. Good luck on your assignment.
I'm headed to the Hotel District side of Park Boulevard.
Well, we'll see about that. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's good enough. Okay. Let's go get some healing items. See if I can... I mean, depending on how hard it is to move around, I might try to get to the pawn shop as well. But if it's really got, like, cops all over the place still, then I'll probably just try to get to healing items. Oh, okay, I think it's normal. Good. Alright, cool. Down here at the pawn shop, it's a lovely way to shop. Wait, what? Really? Where? Oh, shit. Okay, so there are still cops around. Fuck. Okay, hold on. So this does... It's not as bad as it was before, but I definitely still got to be careful where I go. God, oh shit. Fuck.
Down here at the pawn shop. It's a lovely way to shop down here at the pawn shop. Ah, what? I literally can't go that way? Fuck you. Alright, let's take the roof then. Da-da-da. All right, and away we go. God, this makes me miss Seattle because I love just chilling on a rooftop. There's just something about it. It speaks to the primal part of my soul that enjoys being out on the water as well, you know? There's just something, man, drinking some beer, smoking a J, and just looking out on the cityscape. Feel like you're on top of the world. Such a great feeling. Also, like, once you get... Oh, yeah, I can't go this way. Also, once you get used to, like, the noise of a city, it's so hard to go to sleep without noise. It's... Yeah, I can't sleep without there being some sort of ambient noise. It's crazy. You just get used to it. Oh, in Seattle, the noises were, rather interesting, I'll say. I tried THC once. Def not for me. That's fair. It's definitely not for everyone. I think that it's one of those things, you know, if you like it, you love it. If you don't, you probably have a very strong averse reaction to it. And that's cool, you know? Oh fuck. Can't go that way. Not everyone is gonna like it. But I've always been, or fancied myself, a bit of a psychonaut, so I quite enjoy it. But yeah, I got a few friends who just, it's not their thing either. But, man, it's just one of those things, like, I don't know if you've smoked, like, nicotine products, or, I guess you like alcohol. It's like, you know, that feeling when you get a crisp, cold beer after it's been a minute, you know, and you're just, oh, that's how I feel about weed. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a continuation. I was expecting this just to be like one of those random like thug encounters. I didn't realize this had actual story well, not main story implications, but you know. This is a sub-story continuing. Please, I'll pay whatever price you're asking. Just don't hurt me. If you don't want to meet these fits, you know what you gotta do. Hand over your fucking wallet, asshole. I ain't a fan of the guy, but those punks going too far. Wouldn't look good for Irie Han if his boss got the stuffing beat out of him either. I better step in. It's bad for me though. I get hallucinations and a bad case of the munchies. Like bad. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had hallucinations, but you know, before I started doing like heroic doses of weed, I had been smoking for a long time, so tolerance is probably a factor for me. And then the munchies are relentless. I always gotta have my munchies planned out before I smoke, because I'm gonna be looking for them. Yeah, I remember the first time I had Frosted Flakes when I was high. That shit was a religious experience. Oh, I didn't do the smoke. It was a medicinal drop under the tongue. Oh, Well, certainly no pressure for you to try again, but I will say edibles and tinctures tend to be a lot more potent because it's actually processed through your liver, which turns it from, let's see, THC. I can't remember. It breaks one of the carbon bonds and it turns it into a different kind of THC, which is more bioavailable. And it's like 3 to 7 times more potent. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, a lot more potent. Like substantially more potent. Plus, there's the benefit of like when you're smoking, you could just take like one hit, and if you're sharing it with other people, you know, you take one hit, see how it affects you, and then after a few minutes, if you're not feeling anything, you could take one more, and it's a little easier to more precisely dose yourself. But like I'm not encouraging you to try it again. If you had an adverse reaction, that's valid. But if you are still curious, I would recommend consuming it that way. I tried shisha. Does that count? Like hash? That's I would say that yes, because you're still like inhaling it, and so you have that control. But shisha is a little more potent. Not quite like as potent as dabs. That like you take a little dollop of a dab and you're gonna be knocked on your ass. But it is more potent. So I'd say it's like between just smoking flower and an edible or a tincture. But I'm mostly just saying this because I'm a fucking geek about weed, so I like sharing and talking about it like this. But yeah, if it's not your thing, that's valid for sure. But man, I had a good hash joint. Okay, stay away from dabs. Definitely, definitely. If you're sensitive to weed, you definitely don't want to try dabs, because I don't even think I have something to show you. Let me see. I'll take this little piece of foam. I kid you not. You see this little speck I have in my finger? You see that? If you took a dab that size and put it on my thumb, that little speck, oh, it fell off. But if you took a dab that size, you would be fucking knocked on your ass, I promise. Just based on how you described your tolerance and sensitivity. Because, like, for me, a dab that size, I'm lit. I'm like, oh, you know? And I got hella tolerance, so definitely stay away from dabs. Yeah, but it's nice for someone like me because I do have that tolerance, and so I take just a little thing, I'm like, and then I'm good. But I mostly vaporize mine now. I have a dry herb vaporizer that uses convection. It's called a Volcano. It's old school. Well, it's old school now. It's new. It's old school, new school. It's you. Just because you're young doesn't mean you got free reign of the streets. Back in my day, the Yakas would be the ones teaching you that lesson. Like I give a shit, meathead. Times change. Get used to it. Guess nobody ever taught you the food chain in this town. The boss is king. Under him's the soldiers. Neath them's the civilians. And hooligans, you're the bottom of the damn heap. Spare us the lecture, Gramps. And hey, try not to break a hip while we kick your ass. But yeah, I'm definitely not a good litmus for like how you might respond to a substance like cannabis, because like I said, I fancy myself a bit of a psychonaut, so I enjoy from time to time psychedelics. Like back in college, I took a whole strip of LSD and experienced space and time crumbling around me, just for the lulz. And then as I was like coming down, I'm sitting on the couch and the RA comes through and they see I had Community on, and they're like, yeah. And so they're sitting down, and like I was just like, at least from my perception, obviously it was hallucinations, but from my perception, just moments ago I didn't exist. And now I'm sitting next to my RA watching Community, and they're asking me questions about shit that's going on in the show. I'm just like, uh-huh. It was fun. I also used to take like acid, and I was in a music program. And so I would go to the practice rooms where they had pianos, like really nice pianos for us to play. And I would just like jam on piano while the colors of the walls changed with the chords I was playing and stuff. It was so sick. Yeah. But I'll be real. If you have a tough time with weed, psychedelics like LSD or shrooms are probably going to be even more so overwhelming. Because they're similar, but exponentially stronger, is how I describe them. Nobody worth caring about. But if you want to get strong like me, there ain't much better than a nice long trip to the slammer. You could use the discipline.
Hell no, I ain't trying them. Yeah. That's not a recommendation for anyone watching to try them. Shisha was good though. Cool. So you liked shisha. And am I correct assuming you mean like hash by shisha? I just want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding you. But the drop was different. I also remember I went to see Lego Ninjago on acid, and okay, so we are talking about the same thing. Cool. I saw Lego Ninjago on acid, and even acid couldn't make that a good movie. But yeah, the drop was different. What do you mean by that? Like the way they consume it? They mix tobacco and hash. Oh, nice. Yeah. I used to do that a lot more, especially like back when I was in college and fresh out. I liked mixing tobacco and weed, but I started cutting back on tobacco and nicotine products, so I don't do it as often. But once in a while, I like to roll a nice blunt with a good mix. It hits so nice. THC and nicotine are just so synergistic. It's beautiful.
Look, just scram, kid. You don't know who you're messing with.
The medicinal drop was different. It was pure THC and made me way too... I get that. Yeah, like the lethargy and the couch lock. Dude, I was hungry like crazy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. It'll do that to you. I think that's why it helps to like plan out your munchies. And I like to like strategize things that sometimes, if I know I'm gonna get like really stoned, I like to strategize things that'll take a while to eat so that I can satiate the munchies without overeating. Because I've definitely overeaten, and then you wake up the next day and you feel like shit and you're nauseous as hell because you ate too much food. That's not fun. Nope, I ordered 3 11-inch pizzas. And finished all of them. That's what's up. And still felt hungry. Yeah. That's the weed'll do that to you. Oh wow, that's so funny. Oh damn. That was fucked. Yeah. When I was younger and first started smoking, I used to get like that a lot. It's now I have like a level of tolerance, so I don't ever get like that stoned now, but I get a nice like mellow high these days. I'll get a little giggly, get kind of hungry and want to eat stuff, but I'm a long ways away from like the kind of high. I'm gonna stick with Nick. Yeah, that's valid, you know? That's so valid. I stay jonesing for nicotine, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm trying to stay strong, because it's just another, the slow munch, yeah! The days of Yakuza muscling guys around are over. It's all about brains now.
You're missing the point. Brawn or brains ain't what's important. It's respect. The whole damn thing goes down the drain once people start disrespecting you.
Say that all you want. Whose money does the family run on? Mine. I'm not the one of those fools who's blinded by strength.
Who are you talking about?
Those thugs from before. You, and especially Irie. Street fights won't keep the lights on, or the water running, or the rent paid.
You got it all backwards.
Huh?
A Yakuza who can't defend his family ain't nothing more than dead weight.
Come again?
Money's important, yeah. But while you're busy poring over your spreadsheets, the muscle's out there keeping your office safe. Don't you get it? A Yakuza too weak to protect his own ain't no better than those bottom-feeding thugs. Bottom-feeding thugs from earlier. Hell, maybe even worse. And Irihan, that's exactly the kind of guy a Yakuza should strive to be. Throwing money around is fine and all, but if you really want to make it in this world, you gotta respect the people keeping you safe. You must have realized that, right?
All I ever wanted was to feel strong, and bossing around those who were was the only way I could do it. But you reminded me of something. How I felt when I first met Irie.
And how's that?
He was incredible. I'd never seen someone that strong before, and yet there I was, humiliating him in public. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry, be better. Now how about you go give Irihan a hand collecting that tribute money?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. Irie, I can only hope he doesn't turn me down after what I did to him.
He ain't that thick-skulled. Besides, you're his boss. Just keep your chin up and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Thank you, again, for everything. Hell yeah. Learn to be less of an asshole. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I wanted to go that way. Alright, I don't think I'm making it to the pawn shop. I'll tell you that much. Let's go. Fuck. This is... Alright, fuck it. We'll just go to Popo. Popo should have what I need. Crap, now I'm hungry. Have you tried Cebu chorizo? It's sausages cured with lots of garlic, paprika, sugar, salt, and alcohol. No, I've actually not even heard of that, which is honestly kind of wild. Being in SoCal, I feel like anything going on with like chorizo or other Mexican cuisine would be... I'd hear about. But I'll have to look for that, because that should be easy for me to find, actually. With the like massive massive Latin population here. Let me look this up. Chorizo de Chiebo. Oh, you know what? I actually think I have seen these at the grocery store. Okay. That sounds great. There's a grocery store in my area called Stater Bros. They fucking rule, for one. But they have a really nice deli section where they make their own sausage and stuff. Oh, it's the Filipino take of the Spanish chorizo. Okay. A lot sweeter. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I don't know if you've heard this saying, but I got a Filipino friend who says that all the time. He says, Filipinos are the Mexicans of Asia. So, I bet you it smacks. But I'm gonna have to look, because I think there's a place around here that sells like a really good, at the really good deli section. They have like even andouille, which is a Cajun thing that I can't find anywhere here, but for some reason they have it. Not gonna lie, we practically are, yeah. Y'all know how to bust it down in the kitchen, you know? Under Spanish rule for 333 years, we got their food habits. Yeah, there's definitely also that, the historical precedent for it, too. It actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it that way. I have to make my way to the medicine store. Yeah, that's really interesting. That makes a lot more sense, actually, why he says that, then. Because, yeah... Oh, is the cop gone? Sick. Ah, fuck. Render distance did me dirty. Fuck. Can I run past him? I doubt it. Fuck. Okay, let's try going underground then.
This is gonna be like the longest trip to the store ever because I just been yapping this whole time. But yeah, there's a pretty decent sized Asian population out here too, since we're close to LA. So I feel like that might explain why we got that. Kiddo in the safe house. When's dad coming back with the milk? Yeah, for real. Alright, whereabouts am I? Okay, I gotta go this way now. Ah! What the? What now? Couldn't have picked a better time to show up. Who the fuck are you? You're the ones who were harassing that woman. Oh, these guys. And you're the one who got in our way, big time. If you know where she is, it'd be in your best interest to tell us. I don't know where she's at. Don't play dumb with us. Where's that CD-ROM? CD what? I'll teach you to mess with us. That's so funny. Let's go. Oh shit. Damn. Oof. No? Oh my god. CD-ROM, yeah. No one in this generation knows what those are. That's a great point, yeah. That shit's so outdated. I mean, it makes sense in the timeline for this, but damn, yeah. I haven't heard anyone talk about... I've barely heard people talk about CDs, let alone CD-ROMs. Damn. That's another thing that playing these games makes playing these games fun is they're like strangely nostalgic. Floppy disk, they 3D printed the save icon. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, that's the shit that makes me feel old, honestly. I bet no one remembers CDRW. Bro, I don't even remember CDRW. There was, I briefly had an interaction with Laserdisc, of all things, when I was a kid. Because in the summers, my parents would be working at the church they worked at and couldn't afford childcare. Normal stuff, you know. And so instead of doing childcare, they would just let us like hang out in the youth service area because there's a bunch of like games and shit like that in there. And they had just randomly like we were looking for like a movie to watch, and obviously this was before like Netflix and stuff like that. Like this was probably like 2 years before YouTube was really a thing. Like at the time, people got funny videos from a site called stupidvideos.com type shit. And so there were like no movies, and for some reason they didn't have any like VHSs or DVDs or anything like that to watch or play. But they had fucking Laserdisc of all things. And so like me and my sister were bored out of our damn minds, and so we ended up watching like some movies on Laserdisc. That's the only time I've ever interacted with it. But even that, just as a format, is wild to me. It's basically like a vinyl record, but for movies. I only remember Vine. Yeah, this is like way before Vine. Like this is way before YouTube even. This is like when I was like 4 or like 5. I was very, very little. And yeah, it was It was interesting. There wasn't just access to media like we have now. I also have VHS. VHS is low-key goated. And Betamax, wow. Oh, I got laser discs and the player. Not sure if the player still works though. The writable CDs you can add stuff to. Oh, CD plus RW is okay. I see. I didn't know that was the name of the format. Dad was rich before Lamau. Hell yeah. Way to go, Dad. Yes, this is a good one. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay. Then we'll buy what I can afford. But yeah, that's dope. I kind of wish that we had, I mean, there's no reason that we rationally would have done this. But in hindsight, I kind of wish we hung on to the old CRTVs we had over the years. Because now I so badly want to like build a wall of CRTVs to like display stuff on and just shoot videos in front of. I just feel like it would be really interesting visually. Yeah, but he blew it all on business, so we went bankrupt right now. Damn. Hey, bro was chasing the dream though. I can respect that, you know? Oh, I can't stand CRTV. They literally strain my eyes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch media on it, but I really like the effect as a background element when people will put visuals on them at like a concert or for a music video and stuff. I think that's really dope. But yeah, I agree. I couldn't stomach watching anything on them. As a kid, computer classes was shit. Yeah, I remember having to do like typing classes, and that was awful. Time to sleep. I'm sure. Yeah. Time to settle the score for all the shit my boss and I've been through since '85. 25 years is a long-ass wait, man. You're telling me, kid. Only one problem. These streets are still swarming with cops. No way you'll make it to the Millennium Tower above ground. Then how do I get there? Take the north side exit to go topside, then underground from the back of the Millennium Tower, and exit through the Shichifuku parking lot. Next, head to the rooftop from Pink Alley and go a little south before returning to ground level. After that, head south from the ramen shop. Go through the basement parking lot, past the central... Why can't I just come up and then go through the hallway I just came through and then left? I'm just saying. Oh boy. Oh boy.
冴島さん、最後に俺に一つ教えてください。冴島さんは後悔してないんですか？
Oh, I just also remembered I did have a computer tech class that like taught us what CAD. Yeah, the cop map probably changed. You're right. It taught us like what CAD is, but we didn't actually use it. And then we played like fucking Polybridge and learned how to change RAM. like brother, I learned more from building my own PC than I did from that class. I mean, it was, you know, it was forever ago. I hope they get better education on computers now in school, because, yeah, what we got was not adequate. Stupid fruit fly.
人をこの手で殺したっちゅうことは後悔しとる。後悔しきれんくらいにな。せやけど 親父のために無所に入ったとか、それが25年も続いた。
I was exempted from computer classes after grade 3. Nice. You were just such an expert you didn't have to, huh? That's dope.
別に強ないよ。ただこの世界に入るときに兄弟と決めたんや。
I knew more than the curriculum at the time. Hell yeah. We got a brainiac. Yeah, I don't think I really got access to computers till I was in like middle school. Saved me from staring at screens. Yeah, that's nice. The typing was always the worst. I'm still not very good at typing, but I understand how this tech works at least. I still kind of want to build a keyboard one of these days. I feel like building a custom keyboard would be a vibe. Get the exact clicky clacks that I want, you know? More like I was curious about them, so I read as many books about them when I was in the library. Ah, insatiable curiosity. I love insatiable curiosity. I wish people in general were more curious, because I'm the same way where like I'll get interested in something and I'll try to like read everything I can find about it to learn about it. And then I become like a semi-expert in like a couple weeks, and then I lose interest, but I still retain that knowledge and build off of it. It's like what's the word? Hyperfixations. Clicky clacks, brown switches, red switches, stuff like that. Yeah, there's a whole grid nowadays they sell. It's like yay big, and it's got all the different like switch types on it, so you can try them out and see which sound you like and like the feel that you like the most. I don't call myself an expert, just call it a hobbyist. Yeah, that's a better word for it, I would say. It's like a hobbyist knowledge. You know, you got like a working knowledge on it. Because like I don't think anyone has ever, unless it's literally the whole thing you spend your time doing and day in and day out, I don't think really anyone can truly consider themselves an expert, because life is a journey of learning, you know? We're constantly expanding our knowledge, and the base of knowledge we need to understand is constantly increasing as well. Ah, fucker. Basement, instead of rolling with the riffraff, and I know better. I know better than that. Spent a long time in the basement, then I finally faced the facts. Nah, the threshold I set for expert is someone who's tried every mistake possible at least once. Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like, yeah, you gotta have a pretty expansive knowledge, which requires a pretty expansive list of mistakes, for sure. I don't do too much, so I'm nowhere near that. That's fair. I wouldn't even like, I've made a lot of music, and I wouldn't even consider myself an expert on music. And I've made a ton of mistakes. I still feel like I have a shit ton to learn. And I've been doing music, like releasing music fairly consistently for like 10 to 15 years now at this point. So it's a lifelong thing. I feel like that's the thing, is like as you reach new levels, you're kind of always raising the bar of what you consider to be expertise, because it's sort of a you don't even know what you don't know kind of thing. Hey, we still both agree you're well on your way there. I believe so as well. And even if I weren't, it doesn't really matter. I would make music anyway because I just have to. It's this compulsion. I can't not make music. This is not the correct way. Is it? Let's see. No. But yeah, I think that it's a. Did I take the wrong path or something? What the hell? I think it's a. Like I was saying, like as you learn more and you gain higher level skill, you continually kind of raise your expectations for yourself, and therefore you sort of reach this cycle of never really feeling like an expert. And that's something that I'm working on overcoming because I don't think it's a productive mindset. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed at most streaming services now. AC 150 bits is just too low. Yeah. AAC 150 bits. You're talking about like the encoders and quality? Or oh, kilobytes per second. Yeah. No, I agree. We I think are on 400 here. Yeah, format. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I complain about like graphics a lot. That's my soapbox with media, I think, is the way that it sounds staining in the long run. It sounds staining in the long run? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, I'm fine with 160px graphics. Just dog shit graphics. Nah. I think the thing where they lose me, oh, straining. Okay, yes. I think the thing where they lose me is, I'm like right on top of this, but I'm not seeing it. Is the oh, is like the RTX, like the ray tracing and all this shit that's like doubled the memory. Like my ears feel uncomfy when it's too low res. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair because it definitely affects the audio quality, and it makes it crunchier and pronounces the high end more, which makes it really hard to listen to. But yeah, I get my beef is with the like the heavy RTX and all that. It's like the tech is cool, don't get me wrong. Like the fact that we can digitally recreate the way that light refracts and reflects, that's cool to me. Is it worth doubling or tripling the amount of memory or amount of storage a video game takes? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like, I'd rather play games that look like this than something that's like flawlessly ray traced and needs a modern card and like tons of specs to run and takes up a shit ton of memory. Like, unironically, I wish they would sell like a lower graphics version of games for people who just don't give a fuck about ray tracing and all that. I think it would, one, be interesting to see how those sell, and it would, two, just give an option for people like me who don't give a fuck. Because like Wukong, I tried to stream that not long ago, and it crashed everything. And like I got a decently powerful PC. It's not top of the line by any means, but like it seems kind of absurd that I can't play a game and stream simultaneously. Yeah. But that's the one thing I always get on my soapbox about. I will say I am excited about the new graphics card I'm planning to get because I'll get like up to date modern encoders, and that should help stream quality for one, but also reduce the burden on everything, and it should make stuff run a little smoother for me. AAA games are just milking it to justify their pricing. Yeah, 100%, absolutely. Because like I've never met a consumer who really cares that much about it. The people that I do know that care about it only care about it from a technological achievement standpoint. And when like you ask them about like the practical like application of like, okay, but like how do you feel about your storage usage on it? Would you prefer less storage for slightly worse graphics? Even a lot of the people who are like RTX fanboys tend to say like, yeah, I'd rather slightly worse graphics. Covering up their shit storyline and poor optimization. Poor writing sucks. Yeah, for sure. And like this is probably a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I also don't like the trend that's emerging of games kind of trying to be movies, like Red Dead and like the Kojima games, like the Death Stranding stuff. Like I don't personally care for that. I'm not going to say it's bad because that is very dismissive of the artfulness and craft that does go into making those games, of which there's a lot and high level skill involved. But when I play a game, I want it to be experiential. And those games kind of put the experience of play at the back seat. And I don't, it's not the experience I want. Like Yakuza is very story heavy too, and it's kind of the exception. And I think part of that is largely to its irreverent tone, where there's so much silliness and chaos, and the characters are so over the top that you get swept up in the story and in the melodrama of the story, and so you don't really care that you're watching like multiple 30-minute cutscenes throughout the duration of your playthrough. But like I tried playing Red Dead and I just could not get into it. Like I got past the snowy part and everything, got into the main game. It was just I just felt like there was nothing interesting to do when I got to the actual gameplay part. And like if I just wanted to progress the story and see that, I don't know, if I wanted that experience, then I would just watch a movie. So I did. I stopped playing it and I watched a movie. But I know that that's a hot take. At least it's not a popular opinion. Gotta agree though, a lot of games are not free. Yeah, exactly. Like even when that's one thing that this does well is like even when it's not in these story driven parts, you can wander the world and have random interactions that feel organic, and like there's a lot of stuff that is pulling your interest, and you're like, oh, I want to go do this, I want to go do this. Like at least let us do shit we want to do. Exactly. Yep, 100%. Yeah. And again, like I'm not saying they're bad games. It's definitely not my preference. But there's an undeniable amount of talent and skill that went into it. But I just feel like games need to emphasize gameplay. Cause I love a game with a good story, but I want to be an agent in that story. I don't want to be a bystander, you know? If that's the experience I want, I'll watch a movie or a show. But yeah, again, I'm not trying to hate on those games. I was just watching some of Death Stranding 2 Let's Play the other night, and it had me thinking about that. I was watching them just wander the void. I'm like, my God, this looks so boring. Reminds me of them create your own storybooks. Yeah, exactly. It's like a choose your own adventure. For sure. Damn straight. Word from the boss man is, if you're who you say you are, we're all getting our asses handed to us. So how do they stop publishing in the early 2000s? Yeah, I remember specifically it was the Goosebumps Pick Your Own Adventure, and it was about the mummy. That one is just like seared into my memory. I read that so much as a kid. This is a test then. Yep, and I'm curious what sort of man my boss would call his bro. Hope you don't mind if I let loose. Fine by me. Gives me a chance to see what kind of family old Majima scraped together. Take your best shot. I want to reprint them, but There are no digitalized versions I could find. Damn. So it sounds like your first hurdle would be to like collect a few and scan them. Yeah, you know, technically speaking, if you are able to get your hands on a copy, at least in the US, I'm not sure how it is where you are, but legally speaking, you could upload them as like a database or scan them in and upload them as a database, as long as you destroy the physical copy after it's been digitized and you're not like running ads or doing any sort of monetization on the like the site you're hosting it. But that could be like a interesting internet project to like get some people gathered around, like if they have copies they're willing to digitize. Right. That's the downside, of course. So it's a mixed bag, but it'd be cool to preserve them somehow. Right. That's a great point. Yeah, because to get like a good scan, you need some like expensive equipment. But gotta cut the spine and scan one by one. Yep, exactly. So it would be interesting though, and to see some sort of preservation project emerge around those, because those are a really cool piece of media, like a little time capsule. And I wonder if anyone is working on a project to try to restore or preserve those books. That's interesting. Hey boys, this dude's sworn brothers with the boss, but that don't mean he gotta win. Shoot to kill. They should be the first actual RPG games. I mean, you're not that like that's not that absurd. I don't know if D&D predates those, but they both operate very similar. Like those pick your own adventure books are basically just super simplified D&D modules. So like that's not as absurd of a statement as it may seem on face value, you know? D&D is tabletop, so they don't count. Fair enough. Shit's on. D&D is ORPG. That's different genre. Fair enough. Not MMO, but oh. Yeah, online multiplayer. Damn. Not online, on table. That's so funny. I was genuinely thinking of how to make the same pun. We are very in sync today, Pocket Man. Massively multiplayer on table would look pretty funny. Yeah. Like one of those like royal feast tables with like 30 people at it. Damn. All right. Reminds me of a pic of a guy taped to the ceiling just to play Counter-Strike with his pals. That's awesome. Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to make the LAN party work, you know? Nice. Damn, honestly, that's another thing. Like, I loved LAN parties growing up, were so fucking lit. It was like not the most optimal setup, but damn, there's just something about getting all the homies together and like gaming as a group all at once in the same room. I feel like gaming definitely used to be a lot more social before it was an online thing. And like people definitely still make friends, but they don't build like community around themselves IRL around gaming like they used to, which is kind of unfortunate. And like I'm certainly not gonna be the person who bashes on online community. I think any form of community in this day and age is valid because that's kind of what everyone is so desperately in need of. But just kind of interesting to see how digitization has ultimately isolated us. And I think it's largely due to how we implement technology rather than the tech itself. But that's a whole... I could go for ages ranting about that, honestly. And I could get... People probably call me an old head for it, but that's okay. I don't know if you're familiar with the YouTuber Eddie Burback, but he had a really interesting video where he got rid of his smartphone, replaced it with a dumb phone, and it was really interesting. And obviously it's not exactly like true scientific research, but his experience with getting rid or downgrading his tech was basically that although smartphones are supposed to interconnect us more, he actually found himself hanging out with friends and connecting with people more when he... Oh no, he didn't even just go to a dumb phone. He swapped to a landline. That's what it was. And he found that like not constantly being connected to a phone actually, you know, connected him more to his real life community. And it actually made him less depressed and made his quality of life better. I don't know if I'm ready to make that leap. I'm very addicted to my phone, but I found it very interesting that at least one example of someone documenting how technology, despite its promise to connect us, has actually made it a lot harder to be connected. Agreed. I actually talked with my friends about it. Yeah, it's really interesting. Because I do love this technology. Like, I love the internet. I think the internet's awesome. But, you know, when I really think about how it's been implemented into society and into our lives, I do think that we could have done a better job. And I think that, you know, unplugging is good. Like, I've tried to use... Older gens have been running around instead face-to-face. Have been running around instead to face planting into their phones. Yeah, yes, yeah. Like when I was a kid, I was probably near the end of kids who grew up running around outside and doing stuff. Cause yeah, when I was a child, we didn't have the internet to entertain us, so we just had to go and like play with the kids in our cul-de-sac, and that was great. At the same age, yeah. I think that. Like, I've been trying to use social media less. I'll get on there to, like, post with, like, a purpose to, like, make a post, to interact with people who comment to me, or to, like, share an edit of stream. But other than that, I've been trying to not spend as much time online and on social media. And genuinely, it has made such a massive difference. Like, I've been more productive, I've been happier, and, like... The only thing I changed is just spending less time on social media. Damn. Damn. Ah, fuck, wrong button. I don't use Facebook anymore, actually. I spend as much time with myself and fam when I can. That's great. Yeah, I haven't used Facebook for a while. Just because it's not... my algorithm, at least here, has been kind of destroyed by updates. But I use Threads. That's kind of my mainstay nowadays. Heal up. Yeah, I was just about to. But I use Threads, which is also a Meta property, so it's not much better, honestly. But I got a little following on there, and I'm working on growing it. Because honestly, it's the first time I ever had like any actual like traction on social media. So just trying to keep that going. Big swig. Damn. Damn it. I missed. Wait, what? Okay, he was invincible while he did that. Okay, that one's on me. See, he's invincible. Okay. Damn. Damn. Rip internet. Oh no! Uh... Alright. And we're back. Ugh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Usually it's fine after the first time it does that, but yeah, I don't, it's not even my internet, because my internet is fine, but something in Stream Elements, it just loses its ability to be like, it's not, yeah, I don't know, it's not getting the signal for some reason, but anything else, like, I could literally, like, when it crashed like that, I could have literally just played a YouTube video and it would have been no issue. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Weird. Alright, whoops. Okay. All right. Okay. Well then. Damn. There we go. Damn. Don't lie, BS.
さすが兄弟や。部下に教育しとるみたいやな。
I'm gonna have to look into this issue. Losing connection.
Where is he? 待たせたな、兄弟。真島。お前にはいろいろ言い訳せなあかんねや。場所変えようか。
Okay. I might need to update my network drivers, maybe. Maybe the update. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to figure this shit out. Because I can't keep having my stream crash. Not even once, let alone multiple times. Every fucking time I stream. Even if it is the GPU. And I got that. and I fix it in a couple weeks. So it's gonna be a long couple weeks, you know.
警察も近寄れんやろ。さあ、行こうか。
Interesting. That's pretty cool. That's a hell of a flex. Let's be real here. Oh my god.
どこに行く気なんや。俺とお前の遊び場や。あそこは。さあ、行くで。俺らの思い出の場所にな。
Majima loves his batting cages.
久しぶりに歌えんか。真島。あ？お前、俺がなんでこの町に戻ってきたんかは分かっとんのやろな。笹井のおじきに会うため、それに俺への復讐ってとこやろ。それが分かっとんのやったら、なんでこんなことしてんねん。俺は25年前の裏が知りたいんじゃ。なんでお前があの日来えんかったんかを知りたいんじゃ。答えろや、兄弟。何してんねや。早くこっち来いや。忘れたんか、俺らの約束。一度この世界に足を踏み入れた以上、義理は貫き通す。絶対に口は割らぬ。それをもし裏切ることがあったら、その時はたとえ兄弟であっても殺す。俺らが兄弟の杯交わした時の約束や。忘れるわけあらへん。今でも一言一句覚えとる。どんな理由があろうと俺はお前を裏切った。笹井の親父を助け出せんかった。真島、脱げや兄弟。昔みたいに殴り合うて決着つけて俺に言い訳させてくれや。お前が俺に勝てたらの話やけどな。舐められたもんやな。安心したわ。まだ体はダブついてないよやんか。25年間無所で毎日鍛えられとったわ。のうのうと暮らしとったお前とはちゃう。それじゃこっちも手加減なしで行かせてもらうで。望むところへ。で兄弟。
Jesus. Fuck a duck. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, here we go. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? That was crazy. I'm God damn, motherfucker. It's so spammy. God damn, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Go! Fuck! I'm so close. Damn. Fucking countered me. Alright. There we go. Woo! That was a close one.
どうしたんや兄弟。もう終わりなんかい。もう終わりやっちゅうのかい。兄弟、なんや、お前も俺も変わったな。そうか。昔はもっとギラギラしてた。いつの間にか俺もお前も親父になってしもた。
Pair of farts.
お前の関西弁も板についとるやないかい。は？なんや、バカにしとんのか。いや、ちゃう。ただな、昔のお前は俺にとってもっともっと強かったような気がするんや。だいたいその眼帯は何や。そんなもんしとるから。これは関係ないわ。もうこの目とも25年の付き合いやからな。25年？せや。俺や笹井のおじきがお前を失ったあの日、俺はこの左目も失った。なんやと？まあこんなわけや。まあ両目があった頃よりも実際弱くなってしもたのかもしれへんけどな。まあ元が強かったからちょうどええわ。兄弟、あ？その左目、あの事件に関係しとるんか？お前があの日こんかったんはその目に関係してんのか？教えてくれや兄弟。あの日、あの時、なんでお前は来られへんかったんや。あの上野清和会の襲撃計画、あれは多分仕組まれたことやったんや。多分？せやけど確かめようにも確かめられへんねん。なんで？俺らをはめたかもしれんやつはついさっき殺されたらしい。誰なんやそいつは？柴田や。柴田和夫。おそらく奴が笹井のおじきやお前、それに俺をはめた張本人や。
Part 2 complete. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, snap. Oh shit, okay. Here we go, finding out finally.
何のつもりなんすか。
しばらく会わないうちに関西弁うまくなりましたね。よく努力されてるようだ。島野さんが目をかけているのもよくわかります。
せやから何なんすか。用があるなら早言うてください。柴田。
礼服ですか。今日は誰かの葬式ですか。
いや、それは別に。
ああ、そういえば笹井のとこの冴島も今日は礼服を着て出かけて行ったみたいです。
そうですか。
担当直入に言います。今日の上野義治の襲撃、真島さん行かないでください。
どうしてそれを。
あなたと冴島は今日出所直後の上野義治を都内のラーメン屋で襲う、そういう計画ですよね。実はあの計画ちょっと問題がありましてね、予定を変更させてもらうことになりました。
どういうことや。
上野清和会を今潰すのは得策ではない、堂島組長がそう判断したということです。
何やと。
そう興奮しないで。これはあなたが所属する堂島組が決定したことなんですから。
柴田はん、ちゃんと説明してくれや。
そもそも今回の上野義治襲撃の計画、あれは堂島組が都内の島拡大のため計画したのが事の発端です。その計画を堂島組は笹井組へと託した。そこまでは知ってますね。
なあ、せやから堂島組の俺と笹井組の冴島がやることになったんや。
そうです。でもこの計画何かおかしいと思いませんか。
何がや。
我々登場会はどうして出所直後の上野義治が都内のラーメン屋に来るという情報を知り得たのか、考えてもみてください。2年もの間刑務所に入っていた人間が出所直後ラーメンを食べるなんて陳腐な行動に出ると思いますか。上野清和会の総長ともなれば組が用意した方面祝いに向かうのが常識です。
それは
おかしいんですよ。この話は最初から裏の内通者によって仕組まれた可能性が高いんです。
内通者。
狭く人目につかない郊外のラーメン店、襲ってくださいと言わんばかりの場所にわざわざ出所直後の大物が行くと思いますか。
それじゃどうして上野は。
おそらくこの計画、裏で上野清和会の裏切り者と東上会の裏切り者とが手を組み仕組んだものなんです。
裏切り者やと。
ええ、上野が出所後そのラーメン屋にやってくるという情報を出した人間、それを仕入れた人間、それが上野清和会の裏切り者、東上会の裏切り者ということになります。
それは誰なんや。
東上会の裏切り者は分かっています。笹井秀樹、今襲撃に向かっている冴島大河の親、笹井組の組長である笹井がこの情報を仕入れた張本人です。
笹井のおじき。
笹井は上野清和会とつながっている。笹井は東上会に上野が現れる場所の情報を流し、わざと我々が襲撃するよう促した。
どうしてそんなことを。
戦争を起こす気なんですよ。
戦争。
笹井は東上会が上野清和会に手を出すきっかけを作り出すことで、逆に上野清和会が東上会相手に戦争を仕掛ける理由を作り出そうとしているんです。
そないなことして何の得になるんや。
さあ、 そこまでは分かりません。ただ上野清和会にとってはこれ以上ない戦争の大義名分が出来上がる。何せ先に手を出したのは東上会なんですからね。きっと笹井は上野清和会側の内通者と手を組み戦争の事態収拾に動く。そうなれば笹井は一躍東上会の幹部候補として名が売れる、そんなとこでしょう。真島さん、今日の襲撃、堂島組の人間であるあなたは言ってはいけない。このまま襲撃に向かえば堂島組長いや島野さんにも迷惑をかけることになってしまいます。真島さん、私の話聞いてますか？
兄弟はもう向かってねえや。じゃあ俺はどうしたらええんじゃ。
真島さん、
あんたは俺に兄弟裏切れっちゅうんか。このまま見殺しにせえっちゅうんか。
落ち着いて落ち着いて。
俺は行く。たとえどんな裏があっても構わへん。俺にとって冴島はたった一人の兄弟なんじゃ。
真島さん、でもそれじゃああなたの身も。
うるさい、関係ないわ。こっちはそないなもんとっくに捨てる払ってきたんじゃ。
そうですか。それじゃ仕方ありませんね。おい、こういった手荒な真似はしたくなかったんですが残念です。
柴田、
あなたにはしばらくの間ここで暮らしてもらいます。
柴田。
I mean, I had a feeling Majima wouldn't just like ditch him, so this definitely makes sense. Damn, they only barely got him contained. Yeah.
この人数相手に手こずらせやがって。いい根性してるぜ。さすが襲撃を任されるわけだ。
Is that like the knife he uses? Interesting.
親父の命令であんたをここに監禁してるわけだが、殺すなとしか言われてねえ。つまりだ、暴れたあんたを落ち着かせるためなら多少の傷を負わせても何にも問題ねえってわけだ。例えば目ん玉の一つくらいだったらな。さあ謝れ。泣いて俺に詫びろ。できへん。何？俺が頭下げれんのは自分の親父と自分が認めた男だけや。それじゃあ覚悟はできてるってことだな。目ん玉一つくらいでお前には頭下げん。ああ、そうかよ。
So that's how he lost his eye. And the knife he uses is the... Maybe it's just the same like item design, but it looks like the knife that he uses. So he wields the same knife that took his eye. That's crazy.
仏の顔にお前の指紋がべったりくっついていた。死体に素手で触れるデカがいるか普通。 おいてめえ、俺の話聞いてんのか？聞いてんのかって聞いてんだよ。よし、来い。なんだお前。こいつ。何聞いてやんだ。てめえ、こんな時に競馬か。たくどうなってんだよ、生活安全課よ。
まあそう目くじら立てないで。
ああ、
もういいですか？時間ないんで。
時間だ。おい谷村、
なんすか？
一つだけ忠告しておいてやる。一人で何を嗅ぎ回ってるのか知らないが、妙なことに首突っ込んでると親父さんの二の舞になるぞ。なんだ、何見てんだ。
いや別に。ご忠告どうも。
どこ行く？
見回りですよ。ケイラは生活安全課の基本ですから。
何が見回りだ。どうせ違法営業店を落として口止めに賄賂もらったりしてんだろうが。
まあご想像にお任せします。それじゃ。
谷が。
有村君、ちょっと有村君。よかった、追いついて。
Hey, what's up, Chief? That all you have to say? You went to a mahjong parlor during your patrol yesterday. That's what's up. I did? This isn't a joke. Please, don't gamble while you're on duty. I shouldn't have to remind you. Okay, alright. Look, someone called in saying you took them for tens of thousands of yen. What do I say to that? Who do you say called that in? I didn't. I can only imagine what you'd do to the poor fellow if I did. Anyway, think of the position you're putting me in here. What would I say to your father letting you run amok like this? I should mention I risked my neck pulling you into community safety. Have you ever considered that? Yeah, you're right. Sorry. At least make an effort to stay on track, all right? Find the informant. Oh! Okay. Now to find whoever ratted me out to the force. Orchid Palace Mahjong's a good place to start. A new guy. This feels like an okay place to stop, I think. Before my fucking stream crashes on me again. Good, okay. Oh, right. Dates are in a different order. I was like, wait a second, how is this before? It's not. Okay. Alright. Well, we had our fair share of struggles today. This week has just been kind of the week of struggle busing, but you know, we got through. And maybe tomorrow will be the day that I finally figure out why Streamlabs has been... Yeah, and I persisted regardless, because you know what? Sometimes shit will make you want to give up, and you just gotta push through anyway, because fuck them. But, you know, maybe tomorrow will be the day we finally figure out what the fuck is going on with Stream Elements. But in the meantime, I appreciate you being here so much, and I'll see you guys next time. It's Friday. Well, it'll be Friday, and I'm so excited for us to continue. I'm actually really interested to see where this whole playing as a cop arc goes, so that should be fun. congrats to me as well for making it through the week. And with all that said, oh yeah, time is running out. It's almost the end of the month, so please, if you have the ability, please consider donating to the Trevor Project. Every bit helps. But with all that said, I'll see y'all tomorrow for our last stream of the week, and hopefully there'll be less hiccups. All right, y'all. Be well.